Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today? It is a weird stream day because I took today off work, so welcome to a Thursday stream. We haven't done one of those in a real long time. But it is Thursday, the 28th of October of 2021, and we are back yet again. The plan for today is to fix deadsnakes again. It's always broken. Marquise! Thank you for the resub. 3 months in a row and 3 months total. Thank you for your continued support, and that gets you a fancy new badge. It's good to see you again. Before we get started, let me say hi to everyone who is here. Jazz Lucy was here before the stream started, so not quite first here, but I did see that. I saw that. Baldathis is here first, of course. JJMC, good to see you. RKJ, Thursday stream, Pog you. It's true, it's true. Jaholo, hello. Welcome back. Eagle PT, good to see you again. Lechosa is watching from class. Sneaky. Don't get caught. Don't get in trouble watching my stream. Color Marcus here. Hello. Good to see you. Rollers, welcome back. Good to see you again. And Jazz Lucy. Gakbiel, hello. Neurom is here. And we've got Koenig with the Love Peak L, as you do. And we've got Sarcastic Dante. Hello. Why is the MOTD set to Sparkle Cake Sparkle? And Marquise with the resub. Yeah, I can't leave those snakes dead. Yeah, so let's get started with that. It's the same merge conflict again. Dead Snakes, Python 3.11, nightly. Yet again, we get to play with modules / setup. I did find an actual bug in the upstream patch, so I guess it's good that I'm doing this because I am catching Python bugs before someone else does. But they did make a fix based on my comment. Hopefully that'll work still. But we gotta rerun this again as usual. Yeah, not again, right? That's that stupid file. Okay, and the other stuff that I want to do today is gonna be related to pre-commit.ci. Mostly I just haven't worked on it in a while, so I feel like I should. And I'm gonna pick out a few easy issues to do. That one and this one. Yeah, I think we're gonna do both of these today. They should be pretty straightforward. Are you gonna build Python? I am gonna build Python Denny 111. Again. Unfortunately, this seems to break pretty often. And we get to play the merge conflict game. Wait. Visible confusion. Wait, what? Why is it succeeding? Hold up, what? Why do I have a failure email in my inbox? Oh, is it failing for a different reason now? Or wait, no, maybe this is the same reason as before? No such file or directory? Yeah, okay. So this is the thing that got fixed. Let's see if the right patch is in here though. Because I know it got fixed. I thought it got fixed yesterday, but maybe it got fixed this morning. I have completely lost track of time. So none of these look like the right patch. So I'm gonna reclone again. I think I need to pull the newer version and then update it and then build it. Which actually maybe I can do that just by clicking rerun here. Maybe I don't have to do anything. I'm pretty sure this rerun is gonna conflict now. And there's a weird bug with GitHub where it scrolls down there. This is a previous attempt. Yeah, I want to see the latest one. Why would refreshing take me to a different page? Grumble, 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 grumble. Job done. Yeah, hidden bugs. I'm pretty sure it's still broken. Like, 'cause there was a big old commit to that stupid file that's definitely gonna conflict. Conflict? Conflict? Conflict. Definitely gonna conflict. This patch. Look at how much change happened in here. Definitely gonna break stuff. C Sharp, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. So that's a clever name. I like that. But yeah, this patch is definitely gonna conflict. But it also contains the fix. Here's the fix. Wait, what is this Docker file looking thing up here? No. GitHub workflows. Yeah, this fixes that no such file thing. Oh. Wait, why was modules IO the only one before? Weird. Have you tried GitHub's new Control K navigation? Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. I don't feel like it's that useful. Like, not even working like I would expect it. It's kind of neat, but I know the URL, so I just type them in. Random Catca says no work today. I took today off. I took yesterday off to give a talk, and I took both the days off because I wasn't sure what day my talk was going to be back when I took the PTO. And so I just took both days, and since I have the day off and I'm not really doing anything else, I figured I would stream. Okay, so now it should error here. It has to do the big old clone first. It's a feature, not a bug. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. That's what they all say. I love how this is on line 17,000. Oh, this is the output script. Okay. It's still on line 5600 on the input script. But goddamn. Okay. So now we ruin the stream compression. And it should error on this step with a conflict. Hey, what's up, Celestial Blue? Hello, hello. Shh, before they split the file. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's not a data breach, it's a surprise backup and password reminder. Yeah. Okay, cool. It did fail, and it did conflict in module setup. Oh, cry, cry. I think I can just do this. Okay, so now this should be our friend module setup. Oh, not again. One. Oops. One. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different places we have to fix. So that's where elementary is. We want to put this here. Oh god, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. This conflict is really gnarly. Okay. And this is supposed to go here. Okay. Unicode data. Okay, that looks fine down there. So I think we can kill this. I think this is supposed to be there. Modules that require external libraries. Okay, so that sounds about right. This is This is Debian's C types, so we'll put that there. I don't know. Okay, so we want this the upstream side. We want this side with the SSL stuff. We want this. Oh god, I hate this conflict. Hey, what's up, m2dev.net? Hello, hello. Disappeared yesterday. A darn thing called workout makes sense. Is this the same thing as yesterday? Yeah, well, the same thing as the last like 4 times we've had to fix this, unfortunately. Every time it says CSTs were a mistake. No, CSTs are amazing. CSTs are great. I read when giant ass one-liners that good formatting. Okay, so in theory that is all the conflicts. Now we check if we've done it correctly. So elementary, expat, C types, SSL, hashlib. I feel like there was one more. Damn it. Debian patches, setup modules. Okay. Elementary, expat, C types, SSL, hashlib. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that is it. Maybe that's it. Hey, what's up, the server? Hello, hello. Good to see you. Any rant over CSTs are pretty cool. Yeah, I wish there were more of them. I have no idea if this is correct. Let's look at our diff-diffs. Diff-diff. Oh yeah, we got rid of all that wacky shit. Okay. What's a CST? A concrete syntax tree. In foil with an abstract syntax tree, a CST represents all of the source positions of the syntax, not just the structure of the syntax. Unfortunately, there aren't any good ones in Python at the moment. Do you know what's the easiest way to check if a child exists below an AST node? Stringify both and look for a substring? That seems like a terrible hack, either way. Wouldn't you just traverse the children and see if there's an identity equality? That would be the easiest way. The service has been rendering HTML tables with Jinja and then saving them with PDFkit to a file. Seems a bit complicated. Do you know of a better way? No. That's probably how I would approach it. I push? Yeah. And now we do the same thing for Bionic and hope that it's alright. Elementary, expat, C types, SSL, hashlib. Alright, now we see if it builds, I guess. Oh, but we gotta do some special build. Just like some weird command line to the build. Runbooks build, git build. Okay. That run in the background. PDF kit made my Docker image 120 megs bigger? Isn't PDF kit not a Python module? Oh. It is not. I guess it makes sense why it made it that much bigger, but holy shit. Holy shit. Hey, what's up, Fixer Jake? Hello, hello. And outdated version, good to see you. Tell your client PDFs will not be happening and move on. Yeah, exactly. Finez Live says, date, marry, kill programming languages. How about we just kill all programming languages? Does that work? Can we do that? Because they're all bad. Another conflict in setup? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Another conflict in module setup. Another day ending in Y. What do you mean, no branch pristine tar? That's the whole point of this. Maybe you have to check out that branch first? I thought I was supposed to generate the pristine tar. How is this supposed to work? Okay. So it runs update branch. Have I missed some part of update branch? So it runs export, add, refresh patches. Oh, it makes a new version. Maybe that's the problem. Armand Root and Boring Accountant, thank you both for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Vinny here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Oh boy, I've missed so much chat. Return to assembly, yeah. Return to banging sticks in the cave. Yeah. Your language sucks. Oh yeah, I love this wiki page. This is like the stop writing new programming languages things. Oh wait, no, this is not the stop writing new programming languages things. This is just like core designs and other things. Yeah, there's another one that's like, please stop making new programming languages. You don't need them. Boring Accountant has subscribed with Prime. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Shortcuts on Mac. There's 3 different buttons and none of the control ones work with control. Yeah, exactly. They're usually command. Boring Accountant says, just stumbled on your stream and I see you're the author of pre-commit and a core dev / maintainer for other useful Python packages. Kudos on your work. Yeah, I am indeed. Well, welcome, welcome. Good to have you. And it says, what OS are you using? Yes. About a third of the wiki is about JavaScript? Yeah, that makes sense. I love the irony of that page. It has broken markup and syntax highlighting everywhere. Yeah. They goofed a little bit here. Probably an old page, if I had to guess. Just another root. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Finance says, have class in 4 minutes. Have an awesome stream. Well, thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you. Audrey says, can you tell me anything about Python? Is it hard to maintain dependencies, maintain versions, etc.? I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to build an application, you basically just pin everything, and then it's not hard. If you're trying to write a library, you generally pin nothing, and then it's also not that hard. But do you have like a specific example or like something you're concerned about? I don't find it too tricky. Like once you find a pattern, you basically just follow the pattern and it works. Emu, hello, welcome. That says PDF rating is the worst. The only good things I've found is based on GhostScript, which is GPLv3. Oh, rip. What do you think is the best programming language? I think they all kind of suck, to be honest. The best programming language is whatever one you need to get the job done. And I am currently failing at getting whatever this job is done. What if we reclone it and then try and build it? Maybe that will fix it. The best programming language is the one I get paid to use. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That is a good point. We have an interesting pre-commit issue. Multi-line regular expression failing to match correctly. End of file fixer. No, you just suck at regex. Nah, your regex is just wrong. This matches only these things. Regex is hard. Let's go shopping. It looks like a butt. Actually, I'm surprised this is happening. What version are they on? 2.12. That's fairly old. Are they on Windows? That is kind of weird. Blah, blah, blah. Floater equals YAML.cc floater. Zero books. 0 exclude. Did I paste this wrong? Yep, there we go. B1 Renekton, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, this is different than their thing. Yeah, no. I read it quickly. Their regex just makes no sense. Easy. People get paid to write PHP. It's true. Hey, what's up, Easy Light? Hello. Nice. Flying Wookie says, if you slice a large list, does that create a copy of the data? Yes. It does. Rest is never the right answer. Oh no. Get a job, you'll probably stop romanticizing your language. Yeah. That sounds rude. I mean, the regex is just wrong. Hey, what's up, Crampiel? Hello, hello. I know, right? It's a Thursday. Shakespeare and Milton's, yeah. Why is clothes the same color as merge now? I don't know. I don't really like that change. I understand why they did it, but I am not really a fan. I think this is still gonna fail. I think there's some like tagging thing that I need to do that I'm not doing. That's why it doesn't let me build this. Yeah, like I think it's looking for this to be a tag that exists. Although, it seems to be doing something now. I don't know. We'll let that go. So is Vim, yeah. Emerge is basically closed, but in a good way. Yeah. Yeah. Clacky, hello, hello. Good to see you. Welcome back. Well, this seems to maybe be doing something now. Void GRX, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are doing well. Okay, anyway, let us look at adding a new feature to pre-commit.ci. I don't get why they changed colors though. Seems redundant. I mean, they wrote a blog post about it. They have their reasons. They kind of make sense. I think it's basically like red is a very negative thing, and closing doesn't necessarily mean negative thing. There is actually a new thing that you can do. I'm not gonna do it on their issue just because. I have right tag in here. Find an issue I made. TTV Miyu, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. So if you add the invalid label to this, it's supposed to change the color to gray. Nope, doesn't work. Okay. Never mind. It's supposed to make it gray. Heliocrat, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Vinicami says, what is the worst production issue that you have caused / faced in your career? By worst, do you mean like downtime, like length of downtime, or do you mean monetary cost, or do you mean engineering hour cost, or do you mean process addition? Like any of those things could be bad thing. Hey, what's up, Spotnag? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Because you know I've caused way more than a lot of those. I've caused a lot of problems with those, with any of those. They should make a no t-shirt button and make that one red. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Heliocrat? Maybe just one label? Oh, maybe. Nope. Still looks like it is still the same. Maybe it has to be closed with that? Okay. Shit. Oh, there's trail there. But let's see. So I think the worst or the longest production downtime that I caused was probably at Yelp. Through various things. There's many times where I brought down the production website. One that sticks out to me is I changed the CDN URLs accidentally. Like, of course I didn't do it on purpose. In a backwards incompatible way, and then it worked fine in staging due to an oversight in the configuration. The staging started working like dev and started serving assets out of the actual webs, which worked fine for staging because the traffic was so low. How does he do it? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And then in prod tried to serve assets like dev. And there's a reason that you run content distribution networks. There's a reason CDNs exist. And all of the webs basically just like melted. And the worst part was they were so swamped on CPU that they couldn't roll back properly. And so we had to like power cycle boxes and then bring them up in a way that caused them to roll back cleanly. I think that was the worst like prod outage. What's a CDN? So like, actually, I'm pretty sure I did a video on this, didn't I? A CDN is a content distribution network. It is basically you take your static assets, your images, your CSS, your JavaScript, your fonts, etc., and you host those out of a separate domain. And that domain usually has special DNS properties where it distributes machines across the world to be geolocated or co-located with whatever your requesting user is. And so it distributes the static assets everywhere. Yeah, so why do asset URLs have hex segments is kind of related to this. But you know, if you go to, for instance, yelp.com and you hack the HTML, you'll notice that Yelp has these s3media0.fl.yelpcdn.com, and so it's specifically a different domain name. The 0 is to do domain sharding, which is kind of obsolete now that H2 exists, but many still do domain sharding. So there's actually media 0 through media 3, if I remember how Yelp CDN works. FL is because it's served out of Fastly, and this domain serves out of a completely different IP address than yelp.com. And that IP address uses some DNS magic to pick a local server that serves this asset, the user. DDK, Prodigy, and Christensen, thank you both for the follow. And Samuel Denani, thank you as well for the follow. But yeah, that's kind of, I guess I should zoom this in so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's kind of how CDNs work. And I actually, well, I think this might be new code. Oh no, this might be using my code. I wrote the second and third version of the CDN code. Oh, serve 0. This is my code. This is something else. Yeah, all of these serve 0 ones are code that I wrote back in 2015. Kind of cool. Anyway. Tab. Wait, why is that in there? Oh, this must be translator did that? Oh wait, this is all of the error messages. Detective Darwin is hot on the case of the broken web page. I think we can trigger that message still. Oh wait, no, this is a different one. The funny thing about this page is if you load it, it triggers an error log line in the actual error logger. But anyway, that's CDNs. Berlinto Budapest says, would you advise someone in college to focus on CS theory or programming / making projects? Well, your classes are probably going to go over the theory part, but I think the most valuable knowledge is practical knowledge, building something and doing things. Did you get an earful from your manager? Nah. Shit breaks all the time. It's kind of normal. My advice would be do enough theory to pass interviews, but in reality, what makes you good at the job is doing stuff on your own. Go do a project that you don't know how to do and just figure it out as you go. Yeah, that is spot on, Fix Jake. I really like the way you said that too. Urxoigs, secure file name returns empty string if there are no ASCII characters, e.g. Chinese letters. It took me a while to figure out that this was the cause of 500s. That sucks. He's hacking into the NASA with the HTML decoding skills. It's true. It's true. Yeah. Banhammer incoming for hacking and DevTools. Yeah. Langwiki says, how do you deploy a CDN? So the way Yelp's worked, The way Yelp's worked is Knapsack, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. You would have your folder structure, something like this, and you would have a build step. And that would produce some files that looked like that structure that we saw before, where they have like serve 0 / x string / whatever.js. And serve 0 / x string / whatever.image.png. So that would be the build step, and then you would upload this to S3 or wherever you wanted to store them. We used an S3 bucket, something like this. And then, so if we draw our division lines, this is AWS land. And then you would have your separate CDN service. Say this is Fastly land over here. And what Fastly would do is it would take requests and basically implement an LRU cache that would pass through to here. Pass through asset cache. That's kind of how this would work. Good stuff. But yeah, I guess we get to upload this to AWC Paint. Shift N. Haha, we got it right that time. Oh, I didn't off my password manager. Damn it. Right. Well, oops, that's not what I want. Give me 1 sec while I... Holy shit. Why is their login so bad? Give me 1 sec while I do the mutings. Twitter. Yeah, I should probably make a video about this. Video idea. How do CDNs work? It's way more complicated than that, to be honest. But this is kind of a simplified version about how you put things there. There is, of course, I'm brushing over the DNS magic of this part here, but yeah. Anyway, CDNs. DDK Prodigy says, I'm watching streams, trying to learn to code, but I think this is way too advanced. Well, I mean, some of the stuff that I do is fairly advanced, but there are also some like small things that I do that you can maybe pick up on. Think CSS and images closer to the end user? Yeah, for sure, sure. Hey, what's up, Preox? You get to watch AWC while at work. It's true, it's true. How are you doing? It says, would you do a tutorial on how to explore a large code base? Essentially, how to find the entry point, see where it leads to, and use breakpoints and read the stack frames. The thing is, I mean, I could, but I don't know how to teach that. Like, I know how to do it myself. Like, it's mostly just like, get grep around, find interesting spots, drop your break point, run the code, run the tests. But I don't know that it's that simple. Green close button. Oh, okay. So this is not done yet. Got it. Okay. All right. That's why we couldn't get it working. Makes sense. Resident says, I'm tired of Windows Terminal. Well, I don't really have any advice there other than use Linux. No. No. What? Patch doesn't apply. What do you mean? What do you mean patch doesn't apply? Like hell it doesn't apply. It seems to work fine to me. Oh. Oh, hey, what's up, John? Hello, hello. Greg says, I'm doing alright. Redesigned, has some data models were set up in my library at work, and of course it broke far more than it ever should, yeah. Brain Count says the new Windows terminal is actually pretty nice. I do like Linux better, but too lazy to multi-boot since I like gaming. Yeah, well, you don't have to multi-boot. Set up a VM, like I'm doing, which works well. This boo says, does the new terminal now use Bash? No, it uses PowerShell. Hey, Juicebox Zero. Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Fortulios, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Windows Terminal can use different shells? Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. If you aren't using Windows Terminal, please take a moment to reconsider your choices. I mean, I just use command for the most part when I have to do Windows stuff, but I also try and not do Windows stuff very often. She says, "Are we trying for spooky games again? This time without a migraine?" Yeah, we'll see. I think we can maybe do that. Garbage collector. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Abigail says, "I typed so much git status in a workday. I made an alias for it called GST." Yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. Trying to set up Arch on a VM. Interesting. Good luck with that. Hey, what's up, Worcester? Hello, hello. Or switch to Linux entirely, which is a wise solution. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I don't know why this isn't building. This doesn't make any sense to me. But it is also, I think, the first patch that tries to get applied. Maybe? No? No, it's like the 5th. Why? That doesn't make any sense. Because the tooling generated those patches and they apply cleanly when we reapply them. I don't fucking know. Find out tomorrow, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure if I click rebuild here, it's not going to rebuild. We'll give it a try. How do I match both the directory containing files and a specific file? The problem is you put a $, which is applying to both rules. You probably only want it on one of them. For example, here's a pretty quick regex tutorial I put together. But I don't like this serif thing. That. Just didn't mean to open that in a new window. What is serif? Static analysis rules interchange format. Is this another cringe format that somebody's like, oh, we'll replace all the other things, just pay us a bunch of money. Why is their font size so small? Holy shit. Oh, it's a Microsoft thing. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh man, gross. Anyway, that's the way things go. Crampial says, do you have any specific settings to improve visual performance of your VM? I've set up like yours, but there's visible lag when writing or typing. Whatever's in my video is what I use. I don't really have anything special other than that. Triple X DU Wides Wears 2000 Triple X. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Bori Mori says, no work on Thursdays. I took today off because I thought I was maybe giving a talk today, but I gave it yesterday instead. Mr. Singh, hello, hello, welcome back. Yeah, I've got today set today. It's true, it's true. Lectree, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I did break my keyword triple X. It's true, it's true. It is true. Okay, I'm just gonna give up on. Oh wait, we were seeing if it rebuilds. I think it just skips here. Yeah, it skipped. So we can wait for this to get another commit. As soon as this gets another commit. Oh, this sounds interesting. Tokenizer debug messages. I saw split keyword plus Python, had to follow, and open source. Well, welcome, welcome. Yes, we do all of those things. Dear developers. Nope, there's no need to do this. There's no need for this because Flake8 already contains per file ignores, which can satisfy this use case. Let's find the docs so that I can actually link them to them. Per file ignores. Dear developers. Dear developers. I'm guessing English is not their first language, so it's fair. I just think it's funny. If I'm watching somebody program, it's basically like I'm doing my job. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Did I say hi to Master Tech? If not, how you doing, Master Tech? Welcome back. Dear developers. Oh, hey, I got another LinkedIn spam. Oh, and I've been replying to all of them now. No one's taken me up on it yet, so I'm a little bummed about that, but this is what I send everyone at the moment. Hello! I'm not currently looking for a position, but here's a few opportunities. My brother Daniel is blah blah blah. I stream to an audience of 1,000 developers per stream and would be interested in sponsorships. No one, this is what I'm really hoping people take me up on. But I also shill pre-commit.ci at the same time. But the best part is a lot of these companies have to pay money to send LinkedIn spam. So any reply causes them to pay money. But maybe one day. Dear Anthonius, dear developers, please open issue first before you waste your own precious time. Yeah, I wish people did that better. That would be so much better. From the name, it looks French or Quebecois. Yeah, yeah, they're in Montreal, so I think so. Makes sense. Dear Mr. Python. Yeah. Pair programming, pain programming. Yeah. Why don't you start the message with hello, hello? That's a good point. Maybe I should adjust my. Maybe I should adjust my my copy there. I've been doing. I'd love to join if I get to bypass the technical interview. So far, no one has taken me up on the offer. Yeah. Bypass the technical interview and pay me a shit ton of money. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay. Anyway, let's do some pre-commit.ci. Because now that we're caught up on the old inbox. Alright, we're gonna leave this open in case I refresh it. Why do I have this already? What? You've lied to me, you little notification button. Eyes. Okay. Leave that around, leave that around. We're gonna do one of those two things. And cool. Technical interview. So what editor do you use? Right. Mars Smith says, are you on vacation? I did take today off. That's true. But welcome back. Good to see you. Yes, today is an earlier day. No, it's because I took today off during Time Lord. You know of an in-memory time series database? I honestly don't know any time series databases. I don't know. I probably do, but I also don't. Okay, so, whoops. When you're responding to a PR comment command, pre-commit.ci bot should react to that comment. Yeah, I think this should be fairly easy to do. But we're gonna try and get this done. Which means I need to learn about the comment react API. GitHub API v3 comments. They have what is it called? No index to the page for some reason. Are you back in California? No, I am in Michigan. It is 2 p.m. for me right now. Yes. List issues. List repository. Get an issue. No. Signees. Comments. Why is reaction not part of this? Labels, milestones. Comment, reaction, GitHub. Do I just have the wrong word? Reactions. Go. Create list and delete the reactions on comments. Holy fuck, why are there so many APIs here? Holy shit. Hey, what's up, Neil Porter? Hello. Shouldn't we both be working instead of being on Twitch right now? Yeah. I took today off, so that's why I'm streaming. But what's your excuse? A lot of people, so when I didn't have a job previously, a lot of people would watch me at work, so I understand. But yeah. Okay, create for oh, I see. There's an API for each type. Commit to comment. No. Create reaction for an issue comment. Status 200 means you already added it. Okay. Post. Action type. What one should we use, chat? Which reaction should pre-commit.ci use? Confused? Laugh? I was thinking either rocket or heart. +1 seems kind of boring. Boy, wait. Why is Twitch chat glitching out? I just want to scroll up and read chat. This is so tricky. Boymar says, I moved to the Bay Area exactly when Anthony left. Now I pay $3,800 per month? What the fuck? That's so expensive. I guess I paid $3,100 per month when I first moved in 2013, and I guess with inflation that makes sense, but holy shit, that's so expensive. I shouldn't be leaving comments in real time. Don't worry about it, it's fine. No one will know. All good. Literally buys you a mansion in the Midwest. Yeah, it's 100% true. That's like double what my parents' mortgage was, which is crazy. I do live in a fancy place, so it's on the upper end of normal. See. // says I keep Twitch on as background noise when I'm working, usually just lurking, but I'm on lunch break right now. Cool. Good to see you. I do hear that I make fairly high quality background noise and sleep noise. Oh, you split with your girlfriend. Okay, that's probably fine then. A rocket, of course. A confused rocket. Yeah. What's the context of an emoji? So right now when you go to where's somebody that's not gonna get annoyed? I guess I can do this. If I go to this pull request, and if I am either the author of the pull request or me, I think wait, I don't remember how it works. I don't remember who can do this, but I think I can do this. I think I have special permissions. But I can comment pre-commit.ci run, and it should trigger another run. Maybe oh yeah, there we go. It'll trigger a fresh run. And there's no indication that pre-commit.ci actually responded to this, so we want the bot to do this, essentially. That's what we're trying to do. Eyes? I really dislike eyes. -1 and confused. Yeah. Mohammed Reza Psycho. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. ASMR Anthony. Oh, did I make a funny noise? I do make funny noises. It's true. I've slept to you before. That sounds fucking weird. Best background noise on software and game development. It's true, sarcastic Dante. It's true. Now I feel weird. Yeah, you should. I'll vote for the rocket. I guess we could do a poll. I think. How many options for poll can I do? I can only have 5. Okay. Oh, there's only like 5 to make sense, so. Give you 1 minute. Anthony's competing with Amaranth. I don't quite have the assets that Amaranth does. I'm nowhere near that. I didn't know that when is the hot tub stream. Yeah, right. Are those CDN assets? Yeah, they're distributed far and wide. I do have buttons, that's true. That is true. Oh no, why is Eyes winning? No. That's exactly the one I don't want to win. Also, I feel like there's not enough votes for this to be significant. Oh, Oh. Oh, Rocket just pulled it out at the end. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this API. We need comment ID. Web. Okay, so there should be a comment webhook here. Issue comment created or edited. Yes. Okay, so down here, we should do our comment. GitHub API.API. API comment React. This needs repo. Data repository. Full name. Comment ID equals something. And repo. Then we need content. Reaction equals rocket. As Twitch chat has decided. Rocket, 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 rocket. Rocket block game. What have you put here? Oh, I don't see Manga S because I don't have BTTV. I understand. Okay, got it. It could follow up with either a +1 or a -1 depending on if it passed. That's kind of hard because the context of the I mean it's possible. It's certainly possible. But you'll see it on the pull request already. I don't know that that actually changes much. It's possible but annoying. Let's do this first part first and then maybe afterward. Because it already has the commit status. Okay. So do I have the webhooks for this request? Issue comment created. Yes. Perfect. Comment ID. Comment ID. I find it really weird that GitHub uses IDs in like half their APIs and they use names in the other part of their APIs. And they do this in a really annoying way. So if this repository gets moved and you use the old own your repo pair, they will issue an error instead of just like making it work. And there's no like call this API with an ID instead, which would avoid the entire need of having the strings. Like yes, their API design or their API URLs are easier to read for humans, but they should just fucking work with. They should just follow redirects. That'd be so much better. But anyway, we need to do a post request to this URL. GitHub API. Oh, you also need the token, of course. The API was designed by 2 different developers. No, I think it's like Sarcastic Dante says, it's for humans garbage. Oh, I think this is how we decide whether they can do that. Ace Dilly is making the comment, okay. PR Creator is making the comment, okay. Otherwise, has to be a repository writer. Yeah. Makes sense. I guess it could do a thumbs down here also. Why does What a dumb comment. I must have been reading, or I must have been talking while I said that. This is just like a module of APIs. So we can put it here. API comment react. We have repo. Have comment ID. We have reaction. We have access token. It's going to return none. We make a rec to. Do we still have this in paste buffer? Probably not. So we'll just recopy this. Oh, that line's gonna be too long. Maybe repo. Yep, it is. It's E501 that one. Yeah, boy. And I think it's post. Data equals json.dumps. Content reaction code. Yes. Token. Sick. Greg says, not the most annoying thing I've seen from an API. The one I'm having an afternoon with can't seem to pick one standard model of all the same objects across routes. Yeah. Yeah. So you can start runs on anyone's repo. I can. But no one else can. It's mostly for me to be able to debug stuff. Yes, there is a special backdoor for me. Rory says, Costco hot dog for lunch today, spent all my money on rent. Oh no. Do you live in Soma? Is that where you like financial district? That's where I would expect that type of rent. Maybe I'll get the pizza. Post Costco hot dog burps are horrific. Hot dogs are just. Oh, you live in Mountain View. Oh, that explains it. Yeah, Mountain View. Could be worse. You could live in Palo Alto. What are those webhook decorators? Is it somewhere on GitHub? I can just show you the implementation. This is not on GitHub. This is technically closed source. But this is how it works. So I have a special decorator which basically just registers the callback in this list here. And there's a action there's a resource and an action. The action is optional. That's why it gets stored as stir, or none. And then they all go through a central webhook handler down here. So X GitHub event is the first part and action is optional. And so it finds the callback function, and if it doesn't exist, it raises not implemented error. Otherwise, it calls that function and returns 204. And there's a whole bunch of webhooks that GitHub sends us that we just don't give a shit about. So we have to like black hole all of these. But yeah. Anyway, that's kind of how it works. I live 6 minutes away from a Costco hot dog. It's wonderful. Lars B, hello, welcome. Have you written a meta class / descriptor recently? I think there's only one meta class that I've written recently. I mean, I've written some for videos. I backported cache property for Babby. These are a long time ago while I was explaining things to people. So the answer is no on descriptors. And we do this. We should get meta classes for things that I've written. I wrote this meta class. This was for a video. Module meta class. What is that? Was that when I was trying to make a thing extend? A module that has a different type, maybe? Module meta class. Oh. Yeah, I was hacking around to try and get exceptions to have a very specific double ender module. Yeah. But no, I tend to not need special meta class or descriptor hackery. Sorry, there's the error 200 classic API status. Yeah, it's true. Rosav says they're not things you write often, but once written, they get used plenty. Yeah, that's kind of true. I feel like I try and avoid writing them when possible. The 3-hour metaprogramming talk is really cool, but like DeVries explicitly said, never do what he's doing. Yeah. Back to indicate. Oh, we don't need a comment. It's pretty self-explanatory what it does. We can probably do that up here as well. Instead of rocket, it'll be -1. Yeah. Hey, what's up, D-Dells? Hello, hello. Hope you're having fun and not working. I mean, when am I ever not working? I guess. Okay. Yeah. React to comments when performing actions. Rosso says, can't remember if I've asked you or not, but have you ever messed with Python's parser? Do you mean by like changing CPython itself, or by writing linters and code formatters, or which part of that? Also, you definitely haven't asked me before because this is your first message in chat. Changing the language. I have made a few changes to the tokenizer. Like in 3.8, I made a change to triple quoted strings. Because in older versions, what do you mean syntax error? Oh, I need another single quote here. Because in old versions of Python, they had the wrong number here. MNSRN9, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. So I fixed this in 3.8 question mark, I think. Yeah. So multi-line strings had a column offset bug. There's also, what else did I fix? You have a file that we have so many T's teed up highs here. If you have a file with a trailing backslash in Python 3.6, this was valid, but in 3.8, I fixed it so that it properly made a syntax error. That's another change I've made to the syntax. Not significant syntax changes, but some amount of changes. Oh, wait, you were in whose channel was that I rated? You were in the channel that I rated. You did the generator stop, right? What's PEP 671? Oh, this is the weight bound function defaults. That's gonna be an interesting one. It's definitely a pitfall. But good luck with that. Oh, I have not played with the peg parser at all. I am more familiar with the older parser, although I was mostly working at the C layer where I was fiddling with the tokens and not so much at the actual parser layer. I was watching a programming stream yesterday of a dude who wrote a language called Porth, which was compiled using Python. His compiling command was py porth.py porth.porth. That's pretty good. It's definitely going to be a value if it can land, but it has some very interesting consequences, like what happens when you call the function constructor. Oh yeah, true. Huh. Hey, what's up, Wraith Within? Hello, hello. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. Hey, what's up, Arvandrin? Literally just started Python, so what's going on here? I am working on a AI system. We're allowing it to react to comments. Very minor feature. And now we're gonna try it out. Because I broke my development environment at some point, so the easiest way for me to test this now is just deploy to the staging environment, which might as well be a development environment because I'm the only person working on it. But let us do this. And why do I have an email? Oh, it's me commenting on my own thing saying pre-commit.ci run. Sent me an email for that. Also, this person replied about their regular expression. Wait, is that the same person that opened the original post? Yeah. I see. Is there an easy way to enforce conventional commits using pre-commit? There is. I think conventional commits are stupid. But there are lots of commit message linters. For instance, Commitizen, I believe, has tools for this. But I don't know. I think conventional commits are dumb, personally. But yeah, you can write a commit message hook and enforce whatever you want there. You don't just code in production, yeah, right? What's conventional commits? It's you put like a silly prefix on all of your commit messages, and sometimes you use like emoji prefixes. And I don't know, the idea behind conventional commits is that you could auto-generate a changelog from them, but I find that most of the auto-generated changelogs are kind of garbage, and you kind of want to fix them up after the fact anyway, which defeats the purpose of trying to automate it in the first place. But yeah. Anthony from Kidder says, it's been said that the best programmers in the world are named Anthony. Confirm or deny? It's, I mean, I'm not going to say one way or another, but it's plausible. Certainly plausible. Floyd, please. This could probably do comment reacts too. Do we want to do that since now I understand how the API works? How does this work though? Void dev. Pretty sure you just do a thing, right? Oh. We have to change how this works, I think. Yeah, maybe we don't do that one. Jim, I guess that's not really my decision. Yeah. Well, there are a bunch of tools that you can use for it. That's fair. willsee.ca. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Anthony Shaw is doing some good work on Pyjan. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yes, indeed. 99% of commits end up being prefixed with feet. Yeah. Yep. Sounds like a confirmation will report this to my PM. And Anthony from Canada, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Is the please part required? It is. Yeah, in order to deploy to dev, you have to. Oh, I guess it comments, so maybe it's not worth doing reacts. Yeah. Why do you use a split keyboard, and what is the mini models in between? If you do keyboard 3, you can learn about this. And if you do keyboard, you can learn about this. This was actually sent to me by Kinesis, and it looks cool, so fuck it. Why not? Rosal says, okay, I have to ask, why is your emote named Carpet? So, I received this Prushi from Juicebox Hero, and I named this plushie Carpet. Oh, can you actually see it? Because it does the thing like with Carpet, where if you head it in a direction, it changes color. So that's why I named this plushie Carpet, and so the emote's named after the plushie. But that's why. Velveting, is that what it's called? Is that actually the real term? Velveting. Why did I get velveting chicken? Why is it only chicken? Okay, I feel like this is not the right word. Oh, it's pronounced pigeon, I see. It's going well. Well, we'll see. It's going well. Feet star updated readme.md. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Is your carpet named plushie? My carpet actually doesn't really do the carpet thing. So GG Google, yeah. Risky search. I felt like that wasn't that much of a risky search, but as soon as it showed up with like flesh colored things, I was like, oh no, what have I done? Okay, I need to fill up my water. I'm actually 30 minutes past when I'm supposed to fill up my water, and then we will try this out, and I will be right back. All right, we are back. I've got my new water. willc.ca says, I thought about the Freestyle Pro 2 because I recently purchased a proper office chair, and now the keyboard is too small for my arms to remain comfortable. Interesting. On the subject of commit messages, the single most common message across all my project is add a to-do. Nice. Nice. If it doesn't do the carpet, then it's not a carpet. Yeah, that's fair. Anthony says, I got an ad for TikTok on Twitch. Don't know what to make of it. Yeah, that's kind of wild. Hey, what's up, Zero? Hello, hello. Yes, it is an early stream. It's because I took today off. Oh, and Tunvir. Sorry if I missed your follow, but thank you for follow. Welcome, welcome. All right. We will go to that same PR and try it out again. Demo, HTTP2 demo. Get my GitHub password, yes. Oh, and I might need chat to help me try something out too. Alright, pre-commit.ci run. Do we get a reaction? Come on, do it. Hey, it works. Sick. Okay. I need one of you to comment pre-commit.ci run on this. Did you fix deadsnakes? I don't know. I don't know if I got it working or not. I at least resolved the conflicts, but I couldn't get it to build. I'm hoping that tomorrow the error message will be more straightforward and I can just fix it. But I just need one of you to comment on this. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Hey, it work. It work. It give you the thumbs down. Yes. Perfect. Thank you, thank you. And since I use this for stuff and you probably don't want all the notifications, I'm just gonna close this and we'll make a new PR next time. Sweet. Thank you very much. Mila says, hello, it's a public holiday in the Czech Republic today. Oh, cool. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. I just took the day off, so unrelated to your public holiday. But that's cool. Okay, this works great. We'll merge that and then we'll deploy it to production. Hmm. I don't know that this is better. And file 1, file 3 seems kind of weird. No, this is better. And file 1, file 3 seems kind of weird now. This isn't really meant to be a regular expression tutorial, but Martin Eden says, I have a small question out of topic. May I? Yeah, what is the bang question? There you go. There's your first question. What's your second question? And he says, I'm in the US, so day off for me to honor the check. Nice. Nice. Hey, wait, what was your question? How old are you? How tall are you? Are you single? Haha, poggers, dude. What? Okay, so we can do deploy prod, please. Look at my CD. I guess mine is the C. I guess it's just a D. My D system. Hey, deploy to prod. Cool. Okay, so we got that out of the way. That was kind of fun. This is now done. And CI bot will reply with rock. Square rectangle. Why is the rock emoji wrong? Broken. Yes, probably because it was developed on macOS and not tested on Windows. When performing an action, and thumbs down when the user lacks permission to trigger. correction. Thanks again for the issue! Exclamation mark. Your D system, yeah. Right, Needon says, I have a Python code to download YouTube videos. In this code, I use ffmpeg to merge audio-video files, not the ffmpeg binding. If I want to create an exe file with PyInstaller, does it include ffmpeg automatically? It does not. Can it work on other machines that didn't have ffmpeg installed? No. So if you set process out, kind of all bets are off on PyInstaller working properly. You would need to like bundle or do some special stuff there. DK Meta, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Rainy NG Day says, hi, I come from your YouTube channel. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you enjoy my content enough to come stop by. we will rock you, but it's just a square. That's great. What do you mean? RKJ, what were you searching for? I'm confused. Anyway, okay, so that's one thing out of the way. Cool. This one should be easy as well. There. Deploy prod. Link to the GitHub repo from the pre-commit.ci repo page. So right now, the run page links back to the patch, but I think it would be nice to put a little repo icon here. Or we could change this to go to GitHub. Probably your desk setup. FAQ setup or FAQ build. There we go. Hey, what's up, Mustafa? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Ruvendrum says, if you don't mind me asking, what company do you work for / with? If you do, bang job. I am a staff software engineer at Stripe, and I work on Python infrastructure. Okay, so let us add that. Repo link. Web templates repo. Yeah, so we need to go here. And we would need an icon. Where do I get the icon for this? Run.ref icon. What is a staff? So it's a leveling. So usually it's, you know, junior engineer, senior engineer, staff engineer, senior staff engineer, principal engineer, and distinguished or whatever is above that. Oh. Yeah. Magic wand to cast spells. Yeah, exactly. Marza says, how is your doggo? Have not seen him in a while. So the puppy that was on stream, Tofu, is Juicebox Hero's puppy, not mine. So that's why we haven't seen her in a while, because Tofu is in California and I'm not in California. Yeah, Stripe's my day job. It's true. Only the real kings use Nano. So I used to use Nano, but then I wrote my own text editor based on the ideas of Nano. But yeah. I'm using NeoVim. Anyone else? A lot of people are using NeoVim. Was computer science your pathway all the way, or did you get into it later on? So I actually, well, I've been mucking around with computers for like 20 years. I started writing code when I was like 10 to cheat on math homework and stuff and solve other tedious tasks in my day-to-day. But when I went to college, I thought I was going to be a doctor. I started in pre-med and biochemistry, and did that for 2 years before I was like, I don't really want to do this. And I'm pretty good at computers, so I'm going to switch to programming. I'm going to switch to computer science. So I switched my major and jammed a 4-year degree into 2 years. And yeah. Then the rest is kind of history. We sort of make up the titles after Principal. Yeah. I mean, Principal's even kind of fucking made up too. Ickme, hello, hello. Good to see you again. All titles are made up. What does staff mean? Yeah, precisely. Oh yeah, Tofu does have an Instagram. Instagram, the Tofurgy, I think it is. Yeah. There's Tofu. There's the little pupper boots. So you can get your tofu fix if you really need it. Why is there just a dime? Oh, Tofu lost a tooth. I see. Yeah. Oh, and then I get the login prompt because I scrolled too far. How much do we have to donate for Anthony to use Vim? Yeah, any number of bits that ends in 51 forces me to use Vim for some amount of time. And it's yeah, that's how it works right within. My company now has a junior associate software engineer in training. What? Holy shit. Or we're gonna be a Doctors Unite. Nice, nice. I'm reporting you to the math teacher for cheating? Yeah, well, a little late for that now. It wasn't even like I was cheating. Like, we were supposed to use calculators. I was just not gonna type that stupid quadratic formula over and over and over. God, you're old. It's true. Yeah, I'm fucking old. Why didn't you progress into bioinformatics? Because bioinformatics is, no offense to those in bioinformatics, but it's neither biology nor is it computer science. It's or at least all of the people that I know that work in bioinformatics are basically just working on spreadsheets. And don't get me wrong, I like spreadsheets, but it's not software engineering. But yeah. Principal me kind of implies there's only one, but I don't think that's usually the case for principal engineering. Yeah, that's true, Volko. There's usually several of them. How old is old? Use a joystick between your keyboards. I mean, I could put a joystick here, but I don't have one. This is just a fidget toy. Okay, so we need to find, do I use this icon already? I think I do somewhere. Those are the badges. Those are the run. I think it's this SVG, the install page. It's right here. Cool. Are links loud? Yes, of course. It's a programming stream, so links are loud. Hey, what's up, Chell? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. What am I working on today? So we started by trying to fix the Python builds again. They've broken like every day for the last 2 weeks, it seems like. We couldn't get them working, so I pushed up what I had now, and I'll hopefully resolve the same conflict tomorrow, and then they'll work again. But we'll see. And now, working on a few small features for pre-commit.ci. We just added this feature. Where you can, so this was already a feature before where you could trigger the CI. Shit, which was it? This one. You could trigger the CI by a comment that says pre-commit.ci run, but it was not super obvious whether pre-commit.ci actually responded to it. But now it responds with a rocket emoji if it succeeds in triggering a run, or a thumbs down if you're not allowed to. And this is just chat trolling because chat. But yeah, that was the first thing that we did, and now we're just adding a very, very simple front end fix. So there's an icon here on the run page that links back to the actual change set, but there's nothing on the repo page. So we're going to add a little icon here that links you back to the actual repository. So that's what we're doing. I knew this guy's king. He doesn't even need a mouse. Sorry if I'm ruining your impression of me, but I use a mouse. It's like the worst, cheapest mouse possible, but it works. If Anthony is crazy about Python, then I'm crazy about NeoVim. Here's my NeoVim. Oh no. What do we got here? Okay. Seems reasonable. That's kind of cool. Seems legit. Then do you know Tej? Tej streams on Twitch and works on NeoVim. Do you keep that fidget toy there to identify the new people in the chat? Asks Sigma Monkey. I keep it there because it looks nice and because I fiddle with it. I mean, I'm also fiddling with a fidget spinner at the same time, so I'm a very fidgety person. Here's all of my fidget toys. I've got the original fidget cube. Show it up here since it's not really gonna show up all that well. This was on the Kickstarter. So I've got that. I got a fidget spinner that actually works. This one is actually weighted properly. And then I have one that's not weighted properly. One of these is like missing the LED inside, and so it doesn't really spin properly, which actually feels amazing when you spin it because it's like, I don't know, there's something sensory about it that I really enjoy. But yes, I have lots of fidgety things, and then this that just spins for a really long time and looks nice. But yeah. Ruben Jones says, what is the one project? Oh, I missed RKJ's first. What is A-Lint? So I am trying to maybe replace PyCodeStyle because it's a pile of regexes and super buggy. So I'm writing a new linter that's currently closed source because I don't know if I'm going to actually finish it or not, but I don't want to get people's hopes up about it. But I have started working through this to-do list of things to implement. I have a bunch of the PyCodeStyle codes implemented already, but we need to do a hard thing today if we work on this, which is figure out how all of these other lints are going to work, because these ones are easy because I can do them with the AST, but these ones are tricky because they need the tokenization. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, be fun. Rivigen says, what's the one Python project that you've built that you're super proud of? I mean, there's probably a couple of them that I think are, I mean, the one that I, have spent the most time on is by far pre-commit. This is definitely the thing that I've put the most effort into and built the most tools around. Another one that I think is also really cool is my text editor, Babby, which you see me use on stream all the time. But yeah, I think those are probably the two things that I think are the coolest that I've made. I also really like PyUpgrade. PyUpgrade is a syntax rewriter, which makes things better automatically. But yeah, those are probably the top three of the things I'm most proud of. What do you think about Django? I think it's fine. I haven't used it since like 2012-ish. I think it's way more complicated to set up, and like the settings file really irks me. Feels backwards. I tend to use Flask whenever I'm doing web apps, which is real easy. And Chell's here. Yes. Oh, I already said hi to Chell. I'll say hi again. How you doing? Luca says, I think this is officially my worst burnout in my career. Oh no. What's wrong? Get an MX Master 3. What is that? MX Master 3. Oh, fancy mouse? No, I don't want a fancy mouse. I actually have a fancy mouse, and it was not easy for me to use, so I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna use shitty, boring mouse. Heartbender. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD. That's pretty true. That's pretty true. Yeah. I didn't drop any frames, RKJ, so yeah, must be on your end. But that says carpet is the coolest thing I've ever made. I'll probably try and do a fancier V2 when I have the time. Yeah, that was pretty cool. The video searching. That was pretty dope. And Heartbender, hello again. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that's your own emote. Nice. I assume that means you stream. Mustafa, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Logo says, I just can't focus or get anything done anymore. Going to quit working for at least a few months, I think, unfortunately. Yeah, that's sometimes the most healthy response to not being able to get stuff done. So I don't blame you for giving that a shot. Okay. Oh. There's a private and non-private icon, I see. Probably do the same thing on the actual repo page. I wonder if we have the same type on here. Probably not. Web blueprints, repo. What types do we have? Repo. Which repo are you? Repo get. So you get this type is that. What do we have on installs? It's probably a different type. Probably a different type. Yeah. It's this install repo type. Which is annoying that there are two types with basically the same name that have different shape, but it kind of makes a little bit sense. At least that's how the data structure fit well in the database. But Mustafa says, see you around. Well, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. Python looking different today, says a virtual paracosm. What do you mean? Be the same. Peter / says, I took 8 months off after getting super burned out. I highly recommend it if you've got the savings to survive that long. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I took I took 9 months off, kind of, but not really by choice. But I mean, it was my choice to not immediately seek new employment, so in a way it was. I had 2 HTML files open. Oh, yeah. Templates. Yep. Python text markup language, yeah. He / says TV video games and took a trip to Japan. Oh, I've been wanting to go to Japan at some point. I haven't gotten around to doing that. Well, the pandemic was kind of a wrench into that plan. Although I was gonna go to Germany first. My dad and I had a trip booked and all the hotels booked and like a bunch of the things we were gonna go do booked as well, and then just had to cancel it all. It's yeah. By choice, just the choice wasn't yours. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Okay, so we actually really just need to add we really just need to add this bit of code to web data repo. because we do have private here. Cool. Yes, I should fix this to do at some point. I will need to fix this when I add GitLab support. Repo icon. Self.private. Burn markup safe.markup. Oh, there's no other quotes on there. Else. We're gonna put a big ol' no QA E501 on these. And why is the indentation all fucked? Probably because 2 space tabs. In the templates, markup safe. Web templates, templates, repo. Repo. I don't think that's actually a thing. Repo icon. It is a thing, but I think it's account name / repo. Full name is what I want. Full name. Add repo link to repository page. I don't know when Japan will open up again. Yeah. Oh, your girlfriend lives there and you haven't been able to see her in 2 years? Holy shit. Belnada says, why to go to Germany when you go to France? I went to France in... What year was that? How would I even find out what year that was? I've like completely lost track of time. Living in California has fucked my sense of time. Let's see. I think it was 2019? It might have been 2018. Went to Paris. Again with my dad. That was fun. Oh, it was when I was streaming, because I definitely came back and was like, look, chat, I tore open my finger. I have a job at that point? I must have. I think it was when I was working at Lyft. I don't know. I don't know. Brendan says, I went to Japan in March 2020 just before everything closed down. Got really lucky. Enjoyed it so much. Nice. Why go to Germany when Germany can go to you? Wait, how does that work? Why Germany though? What do people come for? Is it hard to... It's hard to imagine as a German. We mostly wanted to see... What is it? It's a big... The Black Forest, is that what it's called? But we also want to drink a bunch of beer. Yeah, the Black Forest. We wanted to, I think, go hiking there. And drink a bunch of beer. Yeah, beer. Mostly beer. World Thread 3, welcome to the stream. Keyboard, nice. Don't forget to bang your keyboards, folks. It's true, it's true. 2019, that makes sense, yeah. Dream Shaded says, hi, do you think Python needs more FP support? No, I think the FP in Python is garbage, and I really think it's not great. I would really rather not read FP code, because it's usually people trying to be too clever. Hidden says, can you demo pre-commit Terraform in action? I can't figure out what it is exactly. Would be nice to understand it. I do have a pre-commit config set up for Terraform. It's really just fairly straightforward. It doesn't integrate the best with pre-commit because Terraform format doesn't take individual file names, so it's always going to format everything always, which kind of sucks, but it's all right. And it doesn't have direct installation support at the moment, so I'm just depending on it being installed. So this is basically the config that I use for this. I also skip it in pre-commit.ci because pre-commit.ci obviously doesn't have Terraform installed. But it basically just runs Terraform format, and if something is not formatted properly, for instance, that file, and if I were to run git commit, you'll see that it re-indented this for me. Yeah, that's basically how it works. Did you eat escargot? I did indeed. Escargot is kind of, so I'm a pescatarian, which means I eat seafood but not land meat, and escargot is kind of in that gray area. Like I don't think I would eat frog legs. Well, partially because frogs are my favorite animal, but I don't think I would eat frog legs. But we had escargot. I guess it could be considered like a seafood, like lake food. I think that counts. I don't know. What's FP? Functional programming. Yeah. Ro Rustin, thank you for the follow. Welcome. FP, also known as I know what a monad is. Yeah. We have some great libraries for FP and Python, but with the limitation of typing support, it's so difficult to use any monads. I'm cringing so much inside by that, by the form of that sentence. Yeah, no problem, Hidden. Wait, did Facebook's name change drop? What are they called now? Risky domain enter. Wait, this is still the same. It's just called Meta. Do they own meta.com? They do. Look at this weird animation. Connection is evolving, and so are we. Nah. The metaverse will be social. This is so cringe. Virtual reality. Augmented reality. Whoa. Why do they do that? Smart glasses. Didn't Google Glass determine that this was the dumbest idea ever? I'm literally never gonna do this. Isn't VR chat basically just porn? Lol, why do they have the same thing twice? Dumb. Lake food, yeah. Is there a way to get Python to run shell commands or send commands to a shell? I haven't done any research. Yeah, just a process. Hey, what's up, Whisper? Hello. Please just stop, yeah. Is this endgame? A Got Dumb says, isn't that meta more the equivalent of Google being Alphabet? Yeah. It's a parent company so that they can restructure their financials and branding. What's up, I'm up. Hello. So a software engineer working at Facebook is a meta programmer. I guess so. I really want to know the person who sold this idea to Zuck. This person is a genius. I don't know. I think Zuck thinks way too highly of, Oculus as a platform, and I don't think it's really going anywhere. The change does not apply to its individual platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, only the parent company that owns them. Yeah. Makes sense. Gonna name my company Sigma, so we're Sigma devs. VR is gonna be dead in 5 years? Yeah. Which reminds me, I had an instructor in college. I don't think he was a professor because he did research. I think he was just an instructor. Um, but he taught mobile app development, and it was a senior project class, and he didn't know fuck all about any sort of mobile technology. He was basically just instructing the class, and our class every day was basically technology news. We just talked about what things were going on. We did have deliverables, and like we were supposed to have like pitch decks and like all sorts of other stuff like that. Like it was structured around like build a startup around a mobile app, which was funny because he had 3 failed startups. But anyway, his like catchphrase would always be to make these absurd claims about like in 5 years such and such would happen. That's that VR being dead in 5 years kind of reminds me. Uh, AR is more useful than VR. I don't think either of them are going to be that useful. To be honest, like when the fuck am I going to get out my phone and look at my phone to see something better in real life? Like literally never. And like the only apps that I've seen that use AR are mostly games, and the AR features in those are kind of garbage. Like Pokemon Go. I turned off all the AR features because they were shit. They made the game harder to play and drain the battery like 3 times as fast. And I think that's pretty consistent with most AR features I've seen. I haven't seen AR done well, is what I mean to say. Again, I don't have a testing environment, so we'll do this. Were any of his claims true? No. No. Which is the funny part, because we absolutely knew that pretty much anything that he said was just garbage. Do you remember 3D TVs? I do remember those. They still sell them. But the tech is a little bit better now, so you don't actually need really expensive glasses to use them or whatever. Okay. I think I can just load this. I can just load this without logging in. Hello? Oh, it has to boot the Lambda. Forever. Should have a little repo icon here. Click through to the repo. Cool. Seems fine. Imzam says, what degree do you have? There was no course around developing apps or stuff in my computer science university. I have a computer science degree. The class was EX 441 at UMich with Soloway. Is it more structured now? No, it's not. Same structure as before. Oh wait, no, this is totally new. They made him make a real class. That's so funny. They have readings now? Read the Agile Manifesto? What a fucking crit. What is this website? What a cringe reading assignment. What am I supposed to click on here? God, this does not scream cult enough. Holy shit. I wonder if we have access to their Also, this is just like a wiki, so you can see like it's all really poorly formatted. What the fuck is this? ED Works. Can we just edit this? Oh, you have to join the workspace. Oh, we can click through to some of them. Let's tutor you. No preview. An iOS app for matching university students with tutors in one centralized app. This is fucking me IRL, right? Help, please. Oh, look, they made a list. Free tutoring? Wow. I don't know. This isn't very realistic that you would have to pay $35 an hour for a B plus student versus $20 for an A minus student. Competition. Huh. Oh fuck, they did like sprint planning. Jesus. This is a long ass time to build a fucking list app. How is this not like a 1 week project? Huh. Anyway. Yeah, that was my mobile apps class. I guess it hasn't changed all that much, other than adding some cringe reading. As a regular Pokemon Go player, I agree there. I heard AR is used in fields like surgery. Hey, what's up, Lassault? Hello, hello. Good to see you. Nintendo 3DS. I actually feel like the DS Lite was where the DS peaked. I felt like the 3DS was really clunky to hold. Do you own a TV and actually use it? I actually don't own a TV currently. I do not have a TV. I gave up my TV when I moved. Python had named Lambda make function. Nobody would ever ask, what does Lambda do? Yeah, that's probably true. But it looks like MySpace in 2004. It looks worse than that. Is this course a cult? Maybe a little bit. Needs chanting to play when the page is loaded. Yeah, exactly. Not 1 week because Agile moves fast. It moves in place, but does so quickly. Oh, that's funny. My entire batch is making websites as their final projects because we haven't done anything for 18 months. Ah, I see. I see. Cool Mac Blue says I'm about to ask about the virtual machine, but then I saw the FAQ. Yeah, indeed. If you, I don't remember where there's links down there, but yeah, it is VM. There are links if you do bang FAQ OS, bang OS. Yeah, something like. Assault says I spent today merging PRs. Scariest thing I've done in a long time. Yeah, well, it happens. Okay. Anyway, this looks good. We opened up the page and verified that it works, so we will merge this. I will eventually have to change how it works when I add GitLab support, but that's a future me problem. Dirk Tomert says I'm making a fitness band and cross-platform app, like fitness dick in your mouth. that type of fitness. Sorry. You have links? Oh, I know why. Because I haven't finished this yet. Wait for this to deploy. Else. Yeah, I deserve those bonks. That's completely fair. That's completely fair. I think the anchors are kind of important. We want to give the impression that it's using full match. I I can test the accuracy of these two things. Like I can understand being confused, but I wouldn't expect it's a YAML special thing. Because this is the only YAML special thing here. I don't know. I don't know. Dear future Anthony, you can blame Clip Anthony for your annoyance. Yeah. 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 Yeah, fuck future me. Can name it Fit D's and no teacher at my university would notice. Oh no. You can just read regex? How? I can't regex without a cheat sheet. There's actually not that much to regex. And fuck future me, you'll regret that. Yeah. There's actually not that much to regex. You can mostly sum it up with a few things, like literal characters will get matched literally. Dot is a 1-character wildcard. Plus is repeat the thing before it 1 to many times. Star is repeat the thing before it's 0 to many times. Parentheses used for grouping. Square brackets is a character class. Character class matches 1 character. You can't see this because it's not. Caret is a 0 length match at beginning, and $sign is a 0 length match at end. And type is either or, like A, pipe B. And honestly, that gets you most of regular expressions. Yeah. That gets you most things. There are, of course, more complicated stuff that you can do, like capturing groups and back references and non-capturing groups and look aheads and look behinds and all that other stuff. But like, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, escapes. Escapes are also important. So you have to escape special characters like dot or parentheses or pipe. You put a backslash in front of them. Literal. Yeah, so I guess that's the only other thing. Dream Shaded says, why do you prefer name tuples over data classes? Because they're simpler and they're faster and they're immutable by default and they take up less memory and they're significantly less complicated. Question mark colon, yeah, for non-capturing groups. But yeah, I think like when you get into capturing and non-capturing groups, that is a little bit more complicated. But yes, that is also, you know, fairly basic. But I think like this gets you most of the things that you would need to know. I've heard about question. Yeah, question mark as well. Question mark is repeat the thing 0 to 1 times. Yeah. Probably actually order these like this. I forgot about question mark. But yes, you're right. There you go. There's you know, the 10 things you need to know about regular expressions, except it's 3, Except it's 11. What about plus or star? What about plus or star? Oh, you mean plus question mark, star question mark? Yeah, I mean, you can get into greedy and non-greedy, but I don't think that's a basic part of regular expressions. You're getting a little bit further than that. Like, yeah, I think this is enough that you can solve pretty much anything in regular expressions. Oh, you could do repeats. Yeah, you could do numbered repeats. I don't know that those are super basic though. I think I actually do cover those in the video though. Like, and I think I also go over the ranges, like 5 or more, or 5 to 10, or something like that. But I basically explained this to Juicebox Hero, and she was able to use regexes to solve ASC problems. So if Juice can do it, I think you can do it. Yeah, I mean, this is basically what my video covers, so it's not any different from that. It'll be 200 bits. Wait, what are we 200 bitsing about? Oh yeah, regex 101. Also pretty good. Another email. Oh, Oktoberfest. Nice. And deployed to prod. Okay, cool. So we can close this now. There's now a small link to the repository via the icon next to the name on the repo page. Scan for the issue. Hey, what's up, pop stars? Wait, what am I getting bonked for this time? What did I do this time? Okay, is there anything else that we can do here? That's tough. This, I know what I want to do, but I don't have a reason to do it right now. I don't think I'm gonna do this. Maybe. I don't know. Crack says, holy balls, 3 hours of getting those tests to work. Whew. Onward to my last meeting. I'll pop back in after work if you're still on. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thank you for stopping by. This one will get implemented eventually. This one is tough to do. I don't know how I'm going to do that one. This one I should still fix. It's tough to fix. I don't know how this is going to work because GitHub has not given me the right tools to make this happen, unless it has changed. GitHub installation APIs. I should have just grumbled about this when I was at their all hands. Neophilus, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. What is this page? Apps. Remove a repository. Yeah, this is authenticated user. I feel like the app should be able to do this. Use Symbiote, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Sudo was bugging me earlier. I probably should go let him out back in a while. Sounds good, sounds good. Yeah. I want this API, but for the application side. Because then I can, because right now to turn off repositories, the user has to physically do it. And the app has no control over it, which sucks. Hey, what's up, Marsha? Hello, hello. And I would love to be able to take users that do things like install, set up all of their I don't have any examples, but users that select every single one of their repos when only like 5 of them actually use pre-commit.ci. I'd love to be able to just turn those off. Hey, what's up, Sassex? Hello. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I can't do anything about that for now, so we'll leave this alone. I still could put something in the UI that lets people do this, which is an idea, but I think I'd need a couple days to work on that, and I don't really feel like working. This one is tough, but I still want to do it. Whatever dark reader they used here actually looks kind of good. Not gonna lie. Andreas X says, I'm always amazed when I watch you code Python. I couldn't live without IntelliSense. Yeah. Well, I get by. I think somebody just knocked on my door. I'm just gonna ignore it. We'll see.ca says, does anyone have recommendations for a freelance contract for web dev? I usually don't do contracts as I see it. If the person requires a contract to remain honest, do I really want to work with them? I don't know. I don't know anything about contracting. Barsha. Yes. I need to change the code to use the API. That'll happen at some point. This is a big change. LFS support. I don't remember what they wanted from this, but I don't think there's an API. I don't know how that's going to work. Also, I don't know why you're storing JSON files in LFS. That seems like not the right thing. JSON should not need LFS, but okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna work on any of those today. Let's see about our to-do. Not public issues. What updater errors if installation is deleted between queue and runtime? I could maybe fix that. It's basically these 4 issues right here are all basically the same. What is this to-do comment? What is this? What does this mean? Replace token for image push. What? What is this supposed to be? It's a 78 billion line JSON file. A funny story about that. I made this tool called getCodeDet to try and track problematic patterns in code bases. Basically, you set up metrics, and it creates a dashboard, and you can kind of see, you can track how various metrics go over time. The lines of code ones are the very simple ones. And we ran this on Yelp main, which was Yelp's monolithic repository. And we noticed that, I forget what year it was, like 2010 or something like that. There was this giant spike where lines of code jumped by like 6 million. And it was because one engineer had checked in a 6 million line JSON file, which we ended up deleting later. So there's this big old spike in the history, but it means anytime anyone cloned that repository, they pulled down that 6 million line JSON file. Yeah, 6 million lines. Yes. I don't know why you would ever need a file that's that big, but yeah. That repository was pretty painful to clone after some amount of time. And we did all these hacks to make it faster to clone. Like, we would puppet out a copy of the repo to every host so that you could clone with references. Yeah, rebase. Yeah, if only we could have rebased that out, it would have been great. Welcome to the stream, Daznulls and you Symbiote. But yeah, Marsha says, what happened to YouTube? I'm logged in, but it's not recommending the usual stuff I want to watch, and I can't find the videos from people I watch. Huh. Are you on the wrong account? Because I know like my YouTube recommendations, my YouTube recommendations on some of my Google accounts are just complete garbage. At one point, is it necessary to use depth 1? The problem is like the history. Some of the tests actually inspected the Git history, so depth 1 would break those. But yeah. Hey, what's up, James Point? Hello, hello. Wouldn't have happened with pre-commit. Yeah, pre-commit would have, you know, large file errored, hopefully. But I've never changed accounts, but it does say I've only liked one video 6 years ago. Huh. You want to clone something to compile it, then yeah, I use depth 1. Yeah, for sure. But if you need to look at history, then the actual depth is much more useful. Gremlin Weekend says, I'm a junior software engineer at a new company and was asked to think of 3 growth objectives. What do you think are some good ones? Ooh. Well, I guess it depends on what you want to do with your career. I think from a junior engineer's perspective, well, usually, how do I put this? Typically a career ladder looks something like, you know, at junior engineer you start as just doing execution work, so you're contributing to someone else's project, and so that's kind of your success criteria there. Kind of the next growth level above that is to organize a project yourself and set up all of the work items for that, delegate to other people where necessary, communicate with other teams if you need that. But you're generally working at a project level. Beyond the project level, you work at like a team level where you organize projects that you're going to work on and projects that other people are going to work on. And you kind of, you know, project out what your team's goals are. And then beyond a team level, you kind of have a group level or a you know, org level or something like that, where you're organizing not only what your team is working on, but you're deciding the roadmaps of your adjacent teams and how they're going to interact together, and that sort of thing. And then, of course, you can go beyond org level, where you're deciding, you know, company direction and that sort of thing. But that's kind of the general progression there. So from a junior engineer's perspective, you're probably looking to execute well on whatever project that you're working with, and that might be like, you know, getting better at the programming languages you're using, or, you know, accomplishing tasks that are given to you, or that sort of thing. That might be what your manager is looking for. If it's unclear what they're asking you, I would ask them for clarification. That way, you know exactly what they're looking for. If they don't if they don't have a good answer for what they're looking for, then I don't really know what they could possibly want. They don't know what they want either. So I guess it doesn't matter. But I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts there. James Wynn says, have we fixed the setup modules merge conflict already? We did, but I think there's going to be another one. Okay, we can update again. So maybe we can see the new conflict. Deadsnakes, Python 3.11 nightly. So we rerun again. Then hello? I clicked the button, right? What kind of test your Git history? I mean, I don't remember the specific ones. But there were a few. I don't remember what they did. Did Marsha just horny on YouTube and now recommendations are fucked? Yeah. Igmatic, hello, hello. Be able to write a loop without documentation, write an if-else without documentation. That's a pretty basic goal. I think everyone should be able to do that before being employed. Function Zero, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I had to log back into my account that I've never logged out of, and I've been logged into for a year. No idea what the fuck YouTube was doing. Oh, did they log everyone out? Or if I'm logged in. I'm still logged in. Shrugs. Shrugs. My growth objective is to be as good as Anthbok at programming and mouth-popping noises. Hey, what's up, Red Sky 1? It's been a while. It's good to see you again. Celestial Blue, thank you for answering Daz Knowles' question. Well, I satisfied his toggled the standing desk. I see. Well, we're going up, I guess. Rise. Oops. There we go. How about my goal being trying not to hate my life? Yeah, I know that feel. You have a damp pseudo now? Oh, is it raining out? I wonder what the weather's like here. Just look outside. A little chilly. Ooh, it's gonna freeze next Tuesday. Nuts. Actually not bad today though. Cool. Literally. Sasek says, what is a pull request template? A pull request template is a little markdown file you can put in your repository. Okay, this definitely didn't retrigger. Here we go. Oh, it did. It just didn't show up there? Wait. Visible confusion. Okay, I think this one's working now. A pull request template is a little markdown file you can put in your repository and it'll populate the GitHub box and you're supposed to fill it out. I think they're really annoying, personally. Then there's also issue templates, which are similar but for issues. And there's a new thing called issue forms, which I think are really exciting. Because they require people to actually fill out a form to make issues instead of just reforming. So GitHub, or I have one for pre-commit at the moment, which requires people to describe their issue, specify the version and their configuration file and their log file if it's there. But I think the forms are really nice. It's been raining for the last 36 hours? Oh no. Affliction Zero says, can you explain class meta in simple language? Oh, you mean meta classes? Like Python meta classes? Meta classes are classes that make classes. That's... I don't know if I could simplify it further than that. I satisfied says the weather's moving too fast here. Yeah, I feel like it was like 80 a few weeks ago. Daz Knowles, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Symbiote. Off-topic question: is Dick Sword misspelled on your Twitch profile intended? Yes, it is. It is intentionally Dick Sword. Got him. Lido Vicalin says, have you tried GitHub Copilot? I have. I was part of the initial beta. Andy Monkey, hello, hello. Good to see you. 9 times out of 10, you don't want meta classes. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Oh, you mean meta is in the Django thing? Django meta? Is that the like table information stuff? I think that's the table information stuff. I don't know. I don't know much about Django. But that could be a thing. Classes are used to make objects. Meta classes are used to make classes. Yes. And more confusingly as well, classes are objects. Which, yeah, is why that paradigm works at all. Okay, so we've gotten past the update. Now we just pray that this part succeeds. Sussex says, "Can you help me make a pull request for Hacktoberfest?" Sure. What are you working on? What do you want to do? What do you want to build? Meta classes are also used to make meta classes. I have never seen a meta class that makes a meta class. That seems seems too meta. Jason says, am I the only one that absolutely hates Java? I want my standalone functions. I mean, I don't hate Java, but I do echo that sentiment about wanting standalone functions. NJSX says, are you planning on doing AOC this year? Yes, we will be doing Advent of Code in December, which is gonna completely fuck my sleep schedule. And that's just fine. Oh, no way. Successfully rebased? Wow. It might actually succeed this time. Anybody says, when do you start to make your Python fork for 100% functional programming? Well, I don't actually like functional programming either. Scale Tip, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I'm a fan of parts of functional programming, like immutable objects, functions taking values, returning values. Like I think that's great. I like those parts of functional programming. But like map, filter, reduce, fold left bullshit, nah, I'm not a fan of that. It just makes unreadable, unmaintainable code. Okay, so while this is running a little bit, I'm gonna fill up my water. Marco Wing, thank you for the follow. Welcome, and I will see you in a sec. All right, I'm back. I've got my water here. And the build has progressed a little bit. Okay, but it's gotten past the part where it errored last time, so I think it's gonna succeed, which is wild. But yeah. Hi Satisfied says you're not allowed to hate Java while I'm here. Yeah. This is clearly witchcraft. The successful rebase is just a mirage, yeah. It's wild that it has succeeded, right? Blue says, has anyone got any terminal UI applications they use apart from text editors like Nano, Babby, Vim? I mean, Top is Top count. Tmux sometimes, not very often, but I assume that counts, right? Bigger fan of HTOP? Yeah, HTOP's nice. I'm fine with just normal top usually though, so. Okay, we're gonna let this build. We don't need this tab anymore. That tab anymore, or this one. What else were we gonna work on today? Oh, we could work on some of these things. Oh, I wanted to do CD. I never finished this, did I? I never figured out how this was going to work. I think I designed it and then gave up on it. where I want to minify JavaScript and stick it on a CDN. So right now it's just inlined, which is a little bit gross. Yeah. I'm trying to spice up what I'm leaving open in Tmux. I see. I mean, it's just sitting there taking up space. What's the point? Okay, I guess we can work on my linter. That seems like something to do. Yes, sure. Moving this to get syntax highlighting. Kind of. A little bit. Sure. Okay, so if we take a look at our to-do, the hardest part is, I mean, these ones are already done, but I think I'm going to change how they work. Basically, I think I need 3 ways of pluginizing this. Like, one is AST plugins, one is token plugins, and then the third is token plugins that have some AST information in front of them. Do you remember when they had those landline devices to zap away scam colors? No, I do not remember that. I remember caller ID. And wait, how did that work? I satisfied says linter. Yes, I'm trying to replace PyCode style, which is part of the core of Flake8 and AutoPep8. Because it's getting to the point where it's hard to maintain. It's not really a black competitor, although I do want to add code formatting as part of it, basically implementing what AutoPep8 has. But I think I'm just going to do the linting part first. But I don't know. I don't think it'll ever like replace black, because black is fairly aggressive on what it formats, and this would really only be responding to particular lint problems and not doing, you know, reflowing. I would be much happier with black if it didn't do reflowing. Like, I really don't like the reflow stuff that black does. I find it jarring and not nice. Which is why I don't use black. I use AutoPep8 instead. Save us and make us CST. Yeah, the problem with that is, again, I don't know fuck all about compilers or parsers. Like, I need to learn those things first. Virtual Paracosm says, what's a linter? A linter is a piece of software that checks for problem. Well, actually, why don't we just open up my GitHub Universe talk. I'll just skip ahead to the linter slide. I guess we can start with this slide. Make it so that the YouTube recording gets this too. Really, really good at automatically identifying those sorts of problems. Look, it's past me. Oh wait, you can't see me. And if you set up the right set of tooling, you can push the burden of style enforcement from individuals to the computer. This frees up the developers to focus on the things that really matter in code reviews, such as architecture, design, performance, and other things. And these pieces of software are called linters. I believe the name comes from being similar to a clothes dryer, where it catches little pieces of lint, which could have catastrophic consequences, a big fire. But I also use the name checkers or checks interchangeably, so you may see me use that terminology as well. These pieces of software automatically detect problems in code, and they can be used to enforce style, as well as detecting some common mistakes or typos or other stuff like that. Okay, anyway, that's what linters are. They detect problems in code. TLDR. Yeah, but that was from the talk that I gave recently. CDV and O8H, thank you both for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are doing well. Start the music here. Yes. Okay, so I think the way that I want this to work, so right now there's this loop here, which, oops, basically just loops over all of the tokens, and it tries to find particular positions. And I think instead what I'm going to do is utilize callbacks, similar to how my visitor thing works here for AST, but we're going to do it for the tokenization instead. So basically I need to turn this into a different set of plugins. It's always so derpy how dorky you are. Well, I mean, that's just kind of how this goes, right? Metaprogramming, not for the faint of heart. Basically, metaprogramming means writing code that edits code. This can be very powerful but difficult. Yeah, that's true. Doesn't the compiler also tell you errors in code? It does to some extent. If you have a compiler that is going to validate everything about your code. But Python, for example, this is completely valid code, but it looks stupid. So yeah, it can do more than that. E201 to E211. Why would you ever put spaces there? Yeah, exactly. This one is actually very controversial. Black actually gets super angry about this, and actually don't know the right way to implement this while making Black happy. And I wonder, does this trigger E203? It does. So if you turn off E203, wait, syntax error. What do you mean? Oh, I forgot $sign. Gotta make it a bling string. Yeah. So if you turn off E203 for Black, you also disable it for this. But what Black likes to do is this, which I think looks really ugly. So that's why you turn off E203 for Black. Urge, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And this rule has flip-flopped like 3 times in Pep 8, which is really obnoxious. Yeah. I really dislike how often it changes. This is almost done. Cool. Compilers check syntax, linters check style. Yeah, linters can also check syntax though. I can understand why E203 would be controversial. I don't know how to handle it myself. Yeah, I mean, it's usually why you lean on a formatter or linter, and it'll do it for you. Oh, you also have this keyboard. Nice, Scourge. Function 0 says, as a software dev, how to avoid burnout? That's a very tough question. Because burnout means different things to different people, and people experience burnout in different ways. Like for me, the strategies that I try and use to avoid burnout are work on stuff that I enjoy working on, and that's not always possible. Like there's definitely been times where I'm working on a project that I don't give a fuck about, and yeah, that's like the hardest part for me. But like take breaks, work on stuff you enjoy. Make sure to have a healthy balance between the amount of hours that you work at work and the amount of time you spend at home or doing other stuff. Separate your workspace from your home space, which again has been pretty hard with the pandemic and stuff. Like I have an entirely different desk set up for my work, and I don't use this room at all for that. And so like that's a good way for me to kind of cordon off the stuff that I do for work. But yeah, I don't know, beyond that, like trying to have a healthy life outside of work, like exercise, eat well, that sort of stuff also helps a lot. Burnout is not just work being problematic, it's also your personal, your your psyche elsewhere as well. I don't know. That's most of my advice there. It's not easy for sure, but Tadisa and I am Ian the Doms. Thank you both for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Fast Goal, welcome to the stream. Vidal says, when you say Pepe has changed, have there been further peps that change the Pepe behavior? No, they retroactively change Pepe. Guido changes his mind about something and flips something around. For instance, Guido hates the this. Let's see if I can find anything. Guido hates this formatting, for example. Guido would prefer that this look like this. For example, that's how Guido would format this. And so like, he's gone on crusades to update the messaging in Pepe to, be obnoxious there. But yeah, you don't consider streaming as work? No, this is a hobby. This is fun. If I didn't like streaming, I wouldn't fucking do it. Funky Stuff says, if anyone had the answer to Burnout, they'd be a gazillionaire. Yeah, it's kind of true. It's kind of true. Just threw up a little bit. Yeah. Tadisa says, I'm all good. Hopefully you're good as well. Yes, indeed, indeed. Hey, what's up, Crypto Monad? Guido is a madman. Yeah. That statement looks generally too big to be inline to an if. I mean, whether you do it as an expression, like, I don't think this is strictly better, for instance. It's really just the same thing, but an unnecessary variable. But it doesn't matter. We're going to be removing this code anyway. The point of what I was saying is, like, he doesn't like the way these parentheses line up. And I guess I could find a smaller example and show you that. Well, yeah, here's a smaller example. Guido would write this like this. Which is just gross. Don't do that here. For long if I would have stored each test for the condition in variables and chained them with logic operators. See, but the problem with that, Indie Monkey, is you have changed the performance characteristics of that code. For instance, if you had stored any of these components in a variable, this, for instance, is no longer short-circuited. Like, this would be a key error if this was not checked before it. So you would have broken the code. Or you would have done more work when you didn't need to. So it kind of needs to be this way. But doesn't really matter. Okay. But right, what do we have right now? We have this AST functions. I think we also need a token function. That's how I'm going to make this work. The best way to avoid burnout is to convert all the money you get to cash immediately. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, but I also recommend not holding company stock. But I don't think that actually helps you with burnout. But is burnout really caused by bad managers? I've heard this a lot, like not being able to do your work properly or having mismanagement. I mean, it's certainly a contributor. Yeah, if your manager sucks, like, you're going to be much less happy at work, and that's definitely going to contribute to burnout. Sure. Yeah, like some of my most frustrating times at work was due to a really piss poor manager. And like definitely feeling demotivated to work on stuff contributing to, the company when my manager is stealing all the credit for the stuff that I do and also loading up our team with shit that doesn't matter. Like that sucks. That's definitely going to contribute to negative attitude towards getting worked on. Yeah. Anyway. I just find it interesting how some people get so bent out of shape about formatting, myself included. Well, I mean, not really bent out of shape. It's just like pick something and stick to it. But there are like very good reasons to not, you know, adjust this in a different way. Like if you want to add another argument here, it's very easy. And you don't have to like re-indent this if you were to change the length of this character, or like the name of this here. You don't have to have like arbitrary spaced indents. Like there are very, very good reasons and concrete reasons for this. I mean, it's not just opinion here, but anyway. Well formatted code is better than sex, don't at me. Oh no. Or piss poor teammates. Yeah, that's true as well. That's true as well. My non-programming girlfriend just sent me a text. I didn't know C++ used hexadecimal code, and I'm trying to figure out what she's read. What? Wait, what? She talking about trigraphs? There's no way she's talking about trigraphs if she's a programmer. What? Get her to explain. Is that seems wild. Okay, so I still want this. See, we actually want two ways to do this. We want visit AST and we want visit tokens. And then funcs is actually going to be AST funcs. Be funcs AST. Yeah. This should probably be register AST. Oh no. One character two. No. I have no idea what she's talking about. I think she just means hex numbers. Hmm. Okay, so that's this. We also are going to have token func is a callable which takes settings and list of token and int. I have to use capital list because this is old code, and it returns an iterable of error, and then funcs tokens equals this register token token stir to callable. This isn't generic. Nice. Token func to token func. Should be register AS. Here. Not append. Token func. Indented weird. We need visit tokens, which is gonna be funcs. Which is gonna be dict stir list token func. And then settings, tokens, list token. Wait. On I? Yeah. Enumerate tokens. Or AST func in funcs. I think there was actually... I thought I changed how this worked. I think I used .get to make it faster. Nope. I could have sworn that there was a reason that I did this in a different way. Fine, I guess. This should be token func. Settings and tokens and I think that's how this will work. Is Alent self-linting yet? I mean, yeah. It's not very, doesn't do much. But it does succeed at the moment. She saw an elite evil hacker man on TV claim to use C++. Oh, I see. Yeah, that does make sense. Well, I have a parenthesis problem somewhere. That'll maybe work. Oh right, didn't we call it funcs AST? Aha! Everything is red, perfect. AST funcs is not defined. Okay, cool, we're back to green now. Hey, what's up, the John Mega? Hello, hello. Had a fun hour and 15 at the dentist today, still not as bad as the 2.5-hour appointment I have on Wednesday. Oh shit. Yikes. Well, glad that went well. Or it wasn't longer. Okay, so that's the first part of this, which is just to move that over. So let's make our first token plugin, which is just going to be this. Alent. Indentation.py. From alent.data import error. Just need to register token. Jonic, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, 69 test pass. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Typing import iterable. And Migrate Tech and Vetsra, thank you both for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Do you write your test before you write your production code or after? It depends. I do usually do some amount of test-driven development, but Depends. 2 teeth that need a root canal and a crown. Oh man, that's rough. Register token. A list of token names somewhere, right? Kind of. Is there a better way to get this? Like, I want the string names, not their integer names. Oh no. Oh no! What the fuck? I'm so confused why that failed. Well, we're gonna click rerun again. I think GitHub, like, goofed and partially reran that job. Remember when we clicked it and it was like, there you go, we're running it for you, and then it failed. Bold of you to assume TDD. I mean, I like TDD. That's says, does a split keyboard provide advantages for coding? Noob to the coding world, sorry. It depends. I use it mostly just because it looks cool, to be completely honest. But you can check out my video where I review this keyboard and talk about why, or at least the theory behind split keyboards. Hopefully get something out of that. Iggy Potato, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Something says, let's say I'm not looking forward to it, but since there's 2, head willing and a cavity form below it needs to be done. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, filling. Yeah. Yup. Okay, so it looks like there is not beyond that dictionary. That's not pi. Just sworn there was a place where these names existed. Actually, underscore token? No. Joe Mac, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Buggy Steph says, thoughts on opinionated design principles when working on projects like Solid? I think most of those things are kind of bullshit, to be honest. But that's just kind of how they go. Def visit indent, I guess. Sure. This is gonna be settings, tokens list token, add int I int. So we've got a thing for this already. Quick indent. I need to import some stuff. I imagine it's much easier to adhere to them in personal projects versus in a company. Yeah, I just generally find those sorts of "you must design in this particular way" things to be, restrictive and not helpful. Like, process is helpful if you need process, but if you don't need process, don't bother. Just do whatever works and get shit done. Why are these in the opposite? This is like in basically the opposite order of what it is down here. This seems not a good idea. We're just gonna reorder this. And we don't need the token as well. Just need this. Like so. Yield from back indent settings tokens I. Oh. Well then, maybe I should just inline this into here. We need the other half of this, which is indent tokens that are not that. We can visit unimportant white space and look backwards for a new line, or we can visit a new line and look forward for an unimportant white space. There will be fewer new lines, so it's probably better to do that. I think I'm gonna make this work. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. One thing I learned is to never fall in the traps of Uncle Bob Martin. Yeah. Well, that guy's also just like a shitty individual. But that's another discussion entirely. Tokens list token and to turbo error. I bothered to type it out instead of just doing it like this in the first place. Okay. If tokens I plus 1 dot name is equal to important white space, then we yield from visit indent settings tokens I plus 1. And we spell indent properly. Fabian says, give me your Vim config. I'm not actually using Vim. Mark Wing says, you made a spelling error. I did indeed. Thank you for catching that. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. What did I name this? Thanks tokens. Okay, fine. Visit tokens. Funks tokens, settings, and tokens. There's parentheses. And the tests definitely still pass. Now they pass, but slower. Callable takes no argument? I do. Where is this error message coming from? What? This error makes no sense. Bino Ellen, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Optional flag, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Bum, bum, bum. I just managed to fix virtualen's prompt equals dot feature. You're on virtualen 20.9. I'm probably on an older version. Sounds about right. Follow this. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Jamaica says, gonna go and watch a smaller streamer. Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, standing desk. Are you using Emacs? No, it doesn't. No one would ever guess you're using Emacs. Okay, I have no fucking idea why this is. Maybe if I use just the native traceback, it'll be less confusing. I feel like PyTest is bamboozling me here. I have no idea what happened here. Oh, how did that end up there? What a wild error message. There you go, it's fixed at least. Flying Wiki says, is there a way of determining the size memory usage of a Python object, specifically a dictionary at runtime, how much RAM it dictates? Not really. There is this function, get size of, get size of, which gives you an approximation of it, but it's not super accurate. And the memory size of something doesn't really make sense. Like for instance, this list here is actually ginormous, but this is only giving us the size of the data mapping of this dictionary, even though the actual size of this object and the memory of its specific contents is much, much larger. So it's generally like not very useful. And PyPy, for instance, if you try and call the function, explains this in a little bit more detail. But yeah. Anyway. There isn't really a good answer. What I would ask you is like, why do you need that information? Like, what are you trying to get out of it? Are you trying to profile memory? Or are you trying to, write metrics out? Are you trying to figure out wire size? Are you trying to figure out like what are you trying to understand? Because this function, isn't useful, and requesting the size of an object also like isn't that useful. But if you're like, you know, profiling memory, then you would use a memory profile. If you're trying to figure out what it's going to end up when you know, put it into an HP request, you would encode it to JSON and look at the length of the JSON. Or if you're encoding as protobufs, you would encode as your protobuf, and then you would, you know, figure out how many bytes that takes. And those are much more meaningful values than get size of. Well, even the JSON one isn't necessarily meaningful value because you might be using, you know, some compression on the wire, and so maybe even that's not that useful. Oh, we just met a milestone. We just got 12,000 followers. That's kind of cool. X Remus asks, what is he writing? I am working on a Python linter, trying to replace PyCode style, and most of what we did today on this so far is just reorder the code but make it work exactly the same. So I added a new type of visitor for specific tokens. Onesie is trying every excuse possible to get me to put the onesie on. I understand. When I'm playing with Matplotlib, memory usage explodes, so I would like to know how much a plot object takes. Yeah, then I guess I would use a memory profiler in that case, but it's probably just like you have giant NumPy objects or something, or you're copying stuff around in an inefficient way, or you have a memory leak somehow. But yeah, I would reach for profiling tools rather than size of. Alright. We mostly just do this. And of course we have problem now. Generator token. Six. That looks right. Alright, I'm gonna put the desk down because I've been standing for an hour. And yeah, I'm tired of standing, so we're going back down. Okay, so now that we have a new token plugin in place, we can in theory start implementing some of these. Like, let's do this one. Inline comment should start with octothorpe space. Not mad about that. Is mad about that, so it's at least one space. Okay. And if it has two of these, it gets mad for a different reason? Yeah, 266. Too many leading things for block comment. I don't know what the fuck a block comment is supposed to be. Okay. But yeah, we can start by doing these three probably. Wait, what is inline versus block comment? There's a block comment. Oh, I guess like an inline comment is if it's not at the beginning of the line. I wonder if we do that is also a block comment. But if we do this, it's now an inline comment? I don't know why there's a differentiated. Wait, and can an inline comment have this? I don't know why this is a separate rule. That doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe we don't start with this rule. Programming, I thought this was an FTL stream. No, no initiative. We're programming. We did FTL yesterday, but block comment is just a commented out paragraph. Yeah, but I don't know. My question is like, why are these different different rules? Like this, I don't see a reason for these to be separate. Like these 3 rules could just be one rule. That's comments should start with this. So we will search the history and find out why. Issue 270. False positive when using comment banners. Why the fuck? I like how they messed this up here. This is wild though. And these are okay. Well, I guess if you have something that's entirely octothorpes, it's also okay? Trying to understand all these rules is really, really annoying. And I should try and be somewhat compliant. Oh, let's do these ones. These are easy. Ekarurda says, very nice way of looking it up. Going to remember getlog-G. Yeah, getlog-G is real nice. It is find commits which change lines containing this. Oh, those comment styles annoy me? Yeah, I know. I would just turn all those off. Block comments are stupid. So we're not going to implement this one. Invalid escape sequence. Right. Py upgrade does this. Actually, it's in here. Oh boy. Yeah, that's kind of complicated. We'll deal with that later. Okay, we'll handle this one later because it's complicated. I just want to do an easy one right now to validate the new thing. Let's do end of file. It's like an end marker, right? Yes. Okay. Let's use another language. I don't like the Python 1 syntax comment. Sometimes I have both comments for real comments. And my the code does this, and I have other comments for disabled parts of the code. Well, you shouldn't leave dead code commented out is part of the reason for that. And technically, multi-line comments don't really exist. You're talking about triple quoted strings, which, like, you can also just have the number 4. It's really just an expression that does nothing but is a value. Which kind of is a comment, but not really. Okay, so I think I can use end marker. Oh, we're in the wrong repo. Tests. Let's copy some other tests. Smartish Endeavors. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are doing well. Test features. End of file test. Test. End of file, no new line. Uh-oh. Why did I get rid of more than I wanted to? End of file. No new line. So, question is, where it's on the end of the line. Oh, we will do the same. Trying to make pseudo damper. Oh no. This is W292. They should have filling tests. End of file. Ankaruda, thank you for the sub at tier 1. Appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. That'll get you, well, gets you your first fancy badge. Okay. So I seem to remember that this new line token is not always present. I don't remember when it changed. I think it changed in a patch version too, which is going to make this even more annoying. I can't remember whether there was a 3.5 patch version or a 3.6 patch version. Right. Install future breakpoint so that I can use breakpoint. That has it, but let's see if 360 has it. I seem to remember some version this was added. You should really get Wake. What does that mean? Deutschendorf? Oh, it's some other terminal emulator. I don't know. I'm not gonna change terminal emulators. I've tried out a bunch and none of them were better than this, so I'm not gonna change my workflow. Yeah, so yep, so you can see here in older versions of Python there is no new line token for that. Hey, what's up, Sandra? Hello, hello. The native terminal runs in the background even if you switch desktops. Access by F12. Yeah, well, I literally only use the terminal, so I don't have a need for separate desktops or persistent sessions or any of that. This is so annoying though. But the code for it is easy. I wonder if this is the same in 3.7.0. Did they do this in 2 patch versions? Can you use virtual environments to run multiple versions of Python? Yes, that is in fact what I'm doing right here. So this is 3.10, 3.8.10, and this is 3.6.15. Would you have to build each version of Python on the host system? Yeah, so in my case I have a bunch of Python versions installed on my system from deadsnakes. Mint is based on Ubuntu though, isn't it? So if you're based on an LTS release, then you can use deadsnakes. Oh, they fixed it in 2 patch versions. Oh, that sucks. It's so shitty. They should not have backported that. It makes it really annoying to know, or really difficult to know which versions it actually introduced it in. Yeah, I don't have a command for deadsnakes. You can just Google it. Yeah, okay, so it's fixed in 3.8. Annoying. Oh. If I is equal to 0, return. So, empty files are okay. Let's make sure we test that first. It's empty file, okay. None-type is not iterable. Oh, it's not a generator. Put a yield here. Should pass that test now. Okay, cool. Okay, if tokens I -1 dot name does not equal new line, some patch versions less than 3.8.0, but not all, do not insert a new line token. Yield error. W292 Tokens I -1. I think I can just do this. That won't work yet. Elif tokens I -1 dot name equals new line and not tokens I -1 dot source. Why is this called index? Because the name doesn't matter. Okay, so that passes that. And we're not going to be able to test this. Oh, we could test it with synthetic tokens, but that seems like cheating. Sign on. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. So what is the VM command to pull in a specific Python version? I guess I can read that myself. Yeah, there's a -p option to virtualenv. Or if you're using -mvm, you just have to invoke it with the right parameter. Juice says, I feel like it's unfair I've been bonked so much when I actually dated the streamer. I was the one who was allowed to be horny on me. I feel like you were bonked for reasons that weren't related to that, though. But yeah. Story time? I don't know what the story would be. She's on a diet. Did tofu get too chunky? I should probably look at the PyCode style, see if there's anything else for this that's worth mentioning. Right, we do this in a completely different way. Oh, we cannot follow their approach. That's fine. I noticed when I got her a Halloween costume that was large and it didn't really fit her. Oh. Chunky tofu. Okay, so that's gonna handle 292. So I think that is checked off and done. This might have made other tests fail. Lol. Yeah, a lot of tests failed. Because I didn't bother putting the new lines in them. So let's fix all of those. Pause only. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, I have two things called okay. AP tokens. Oh, we get a dedent token. Oh, right. May not be a new line. Oh, that makes this tricky. Really need to look back to find the last line. I guess I could just look backwards until I find a token with some source. Yeah. Amazon said large was for golden labs and other dogs of that size. No. She really got chunked then. Why did it run? Left test file ends with ddent. What a wild error message. Indirect fixture does not exist. What I actually wanted. That's weird. Actually kind of amazing how quickly she loses weight. Yeah, well she goes on walks every day. That's really just calorie math at that point, right? Okay. All tokens, last token dot source. Well, not. If tokens. If tokens. Last token. I wonder what it does for back R back N. Hmm. Maybe we should just use tokens I then. Uh. Oh, this should be UTF-8 byte offset. UTF-8 byte offset. And this should be... Oh man. Really? Confused. The size for dogs are super bad. I got pseudo large sized things before and he doesn't even come close to fitting them. Yeah. This custom was made in Indonesia where dogs come in one size. Yeah. Yep. Welcome back, Niram. Hello. What is fucked up here? Oh, I have I there. Okay, so this one is actually something that I should fix the code in these tests. Their new lines. I was right though. Cool. Let's go about my vet says when I bring suitor in. If vet says he fat, I ration food. If vet says he's chunky, I say, yep, he my chunky boy. That's funny. I like that. Okay, we will need to fix this one as well. Probably in the same plugin. But I think that's probably pretty good. For today. And we're coming up on 4 hours, so it's been a good long stream today. I'm gonna go get some food because I am hungry, and that's gonna wrap us up for today. But my name is Anthony. Oh, wait, yo, it's green. Did it actually build? Oh my god, no way. It's actually green. Holy shit. Okay, well, that's cool. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up for today. My name is Anthony. I upload educational videos to YouTube 3 times a week. That's youtube.com/anthonywritescode. And I have a second YouTube channel where I upload my stream VOD. So if you've missed content and want to check out previous streams, you can go here. Wayo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I normally stream Monday evenings and Saturday at noon in Eastern time. And I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is twitter.com/codewithanthony, where I basically talk about what I'm going to do. And we actually did all the things today, which is kind of cool. And I also announce my streams on the Discord, which you are free to join and come hang out with us. It's a cool little community. There's a beginners channel if you want to ask questions, and there's a bunch of other social channels if you want to hang out in those as well. But thank you all for stopping by today, and let's go find someone to raid.